I have to leave in about, don't judge me, about 6 hours. If I'm whispering, it's because my husband is sleeping and I'm supposed to be packing, so I'm gonna wrap this up. So it's the night before your trip and you've not packed anything yet. Oh, is that just me? Well, yeah, here I am. I have to leave in about, don't judge me, about 6 hours. So I wanted to share some of my tips because as a chronic person who packs the night before type of person, you know what? Maybe my tips can help someone. And yes, I'm going to do this in a timely manner because obviously I don't have time. Definitely grateful to be here and be at this point, but life comes at you pretty crazy. So I wanted to share some of my tips for people who pack the night before or even the morning of. For the details about the trip I'm about to go on, I am going to Toronto for a weekend, and then we're going to fly from there to go to Calgary and spend a week in Banff National Park. We will be staying in Canmore, which is about an hour west of Calgary and then an hour south of Banff. My first tip would be to spend any time that you have doing research if you can, whether that be listening to a YouTube video while you cook or watching vlogs instead of watching the next episode of Love Island, watching vlogs of people doing the trip that you are planning to go on. Like for example, if you're going to go to Disney World with a family of 5, I would be going on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, looking for people documenting their experiences. Number one, you can kind of see what people are wearing. Yes, you can go on Pinterest for that type of stuff, but a lot of the times you'll be able to see what the vlogger is wearing and also what people are wearing in the video. But I do enjoy the research part. I would say that I started doing research for this trip about 6 months ago when I started to plan it, and that was probably the thing that has helped me out the most because I was able to see what things I have in my house that I can use to travel, and then if I needed something, for instance, like a bear spray holder, because that is something that I need. I would highly recommend using other websites like Reddit to see other people's experiences. And if you know someone personally who has done the trip that you've done, I would reach out to them, even if it's someone that you haven't talked to in a while. Sometimes it might help. Someone I went to college with actually went to Banff, and I did not know that. And so we actually are pretty good friends, but I actually did not know she made that trip. And so it kind of came up in organic conversation, and she gave me some tips, which was really nice. I would also say if you know someone in the area that you might be staying, listen, I'm not saying this is ethical, but if you message that person and say, hey, I'm going to be in the area during this time frame, would you be able to meet for lunch? In my experience, most of the time they're going to offer for you to stay with them. Not saying that you should message them with the intent of doing that. I honestly did not have the intent of doing that. So in Toronto, I have an aunt who lives there, and I've only met this woman twice, and she's a lovely lady. But it's crazy because she insisted that my husband and I stay with her for the weekend, and I'm like, are you sure? I just wanted to meet up for lunch. Anyways, that can be another great tip because a local can give you tips in general. They may offer to give you a tour. They may offer to have you stay at their home. My main tip really is to start what I call nesting. Everyone's busy, right? But as you go about your weeks, if you think of something and you're like, oh yeah, I need to pack that, I would start collecting things and putting it either in your suitcase, even if it's not packed, or even in a specific area so you know you want to pack that. For example, all of your important documents, you know you're going to need your passport. You may not need that on a day-to-day basis, so putting that in a secure area with your suitcase, you know you're going to need that. You may not use a sleeping mask every day, but if you tend to use that or a neck pillow on planes, that can be another example as well. If you already have an outfit that you know of that you want to pack, go ahead and do that and start trying things on as you can, because you never know if that's something that you actually want to wear or still like, or if it still fits. I feel like we often buy things for our trips, which I totally understand. I would recommend trying to see what you have in your home and things that you already own, just to see if you can bring them. Keep in mind that wherever you go, people are not going to care about what you wear. I always recommend comfort over being cute, but if you can do both, Yes, do both. I would also recommend if you are buying shoes for your trip, for instance, hiking boots, or you're gonna get all white sneakers that are comfortable and they go with every outfit, about 2 weeks before your trip, I would start breaking in your shoes. That way you're not just wearing new shoes and they haven't formed to your feet. I feel like we're more active than we anticipate when we're traveling, and so you don't want to be breaking in new shoes while walking long distances. Now we're going to get into the packing. I have been nesting and I try to do the rule of threes, 3 shirts, 3 bottoms, 3 accessories, finding things that can mix and match. I tend to overpack. I'm trying to be better at that. So I will show you all my outfits and then we'll go ahead and pack. And that's pretty much it. I did try to keep it to 3 shoes. I have my hiking boots, which I will be using pretty much every day. And then I have my New Balances. I think they match with everything because they're white. And then I also have these sandals and I think they're pretty supportive. I'm at that age where I'm like, you know what? No more flats. I'm going to need some insoles. I'm going to need something that's supportive. So I have those 3 shoes and I feel like they're going to match every single outfit that I picked out. I might have an extra shirt or 2 that goes beyond the 3 rule, but it's fine. If you have a travel tip, a packing tip, especially for someone who is doing things last minute, please let us know in the comment section down below. You are not alone. If anything, the most important thing that you would need, if you forget everything else, you would just need to remember your travel documents, okay? Your passport, your license. Just make sure you double check that you have your needed travel documents. And that is all of my tips. If some come throughout this video, then they're going to come throughout the video. I am packing carry-on only, so I do have a rolling suitcase. They'll likely gate check that, so I'm going to try to put all of my most important things in my personal item. And my personal item is my backpacking backpack. I'm concerned about the weight because the combined weight might be an issue, especially since I'm traveling internationally. So I do have a luggage scale. This actually was a gift from Temu, but it works really well. You can also find these on Amazon. I've also seen them at Marshall's, so that luggage scale is gonna help me today. All right, let's get packing. that's it for today's video. We did it! We packed in, I would say that was 30 minutes, maybe 45. I'll say 45 minutes maximum. Let me know if any of these tips helped you. At the end of the day, it may not be ideal, but just know you can always purchase things that you might need last minute. Let's say I forgot a cardigan, I could always thrift one in the area I'm staying in, or you'll never know, someone may let you borrow it. So, you know, if you don't forget one thing, it's not the end of the world. The most important thing is that you're safe, that you have your travel documents, and that you have fun. If you have any helpful travel tips, please let us know. If you have a trip that you're planning and you'd like to share, please let us know in the comment section down below. Have you been to Canada before? And do you live in Canada? I feel like some of my viewers are in Canada, so you know that's very exciting. Other than that, I appreciate y'all watching this video. Like, share, subscribe. If you don't, I just appreciate you being here, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!